A Dallas pastor was sentenced to 99 years in prison for starving a child to death after she believed it was the only way to exorcise a demon from the boy's body. The pastor, Araceli Meza, 52, was convicted of felony injury to a child, causing serious bodily injury. Both she and the parents of the toddler, Benjamin Aparicio, believed he was possessed by a demon, could only get rid of it by fasting. The boy was denied food for 3 weeks. Meza testified that she'd been acting on God's orders. She was sentenced to 99 years in prison, and was also ordered to pay a $10,000 fine. The boy's parents, who are also facing charges, are believed to be in Mexico.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Dallas, and it's about a crazy ass preacher. Yes, a preacher. Now, I'm not talking about the stuff we heard about the Potter's house about a month or two ago, or about the other guy who got exposed by his little jump off, his side chick with the text messages basically exposing him. No, I'm not talking about those preachers. No, I'm talking about this Spanish lady, Miss Araceli Meza, who decided that she was going to reenact the movie The Exorcist and exorcise a demon. But guess what though, boo-boo? You cannot exorcise a demon if you're not anointed, if you're not chosen. And yes, demons are real for those who believe. But this is not about a religion, education, or anything like that. This is about when trying to be godly goes terribly wrong. And it's quite strange that the people who call themselves preachers, not all of them, men or women, I'm not talking about all of them, because you got some real people who are anointed and who are touched, for those of you who know about that type of thing. But I'm talking about these fake ones. And it always seems like these fake ones always makes things bad for everyone and mess up life for people. Just like this woman messed up this little boy's life, basically stabbed this boy to death. And it's a good thing that they gave her 99 years in prison. Now, I don't know why the hell they gave her a $10,000 fine, because how in the hell she gonna pay a $10,000 fine and she's already up in age and also got 99 years. I guess she's gonna come back in the next lifetime, like Erykah Badu said, I'll see you in the next lifetime, whatever, and come back and pay that debt. I'm gonna read a snippet from this story and I'm gonna give my opinion, surely, as we go. A pastor starved now, then killed the boy. A pastor starved a toddler for 25 days to exorcise demons. She got 99 years in prison. If it took 25 days to exorcise those damn demons, after the 5th day, you should have fed the boy something, because evidently you ain't got enough power in your body. You don't have enough faith, if you will, to cast any demons out. And the main demon you should have been casting out is in your own damn self. Now, the moral of the story, and I want to go and jump into this all the way just like I'm doing a gainer or a backwards flip into a pool. I want to go and jump in it and get wet. You feel what I'm saying? It's the fact, how a demon gonna drive out another demon? You know what I'm saying? That's just like a blind trying to lead the blind, right? You trying to walk down the road, he blind, she blind, you blind. How you gonna wind up in a white spot if both of you all blind? So how can a demon cast out another demon? Think about that. Now, Araceli Meza held the child's limp body in her arms as worshipers looked on. Who in the hell is your worshipers? And also, this sounds very demonic. You have to understand. Now, I know my Spanish people out there. I know very not demonic, very religious people. Excuse me for saying that, because that was a mistake. Anyway, I know there are very religious people. You have some more abstract than the other. You have those who tend to go a little overboard, you feel me? Which thinking that they are God himself. And I don't know why people think just because they say they are called by God to be a preachers. Who called you? Because if he called you, you would have known that you did not have the right authority and the power to cast any demon out. And what was this 2-year-old boy doing? It sounded to me like he was a sacrifice. Sounded to me like he was a sacrificial lamb. Sounded like to me it was a lot more going on in that house. Basically like the house in San Francisco where the guy was in there doing devil worshipers, and also the woman also. I don't think it was just him by itself. So that's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, basically like Lucifer rising, if you will. I'll put it in those terms. Now, she spoke loudly, into a microphone, chanting words in Spanish as she stroked the child's hair and rubbed something on his forehead, marking the child. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do in a ritual. The scene captured in a video was a ceremony to resurrect the lifeless 2-year-old boy. He died after more than 3 weeks without food. Meza, a Dallas area pastor and a self-proclaimed prophet. And what's up with these self-proclaimed prophets, if you will? If you're a self-proclaimed prophet, you're not going to starve no child for no 3 weeks. You're not going to starve no child, then kill that child, and then claim that you were sent by God as a messenger, as a prophet. Those are the ones who could see and foresee things and foretell things to the masses. How could you do that when you sat up here and took this innocent angel's life, this little boy? I mean, he did not do no wrong. He didn't know no wrong. He was basically just being born. Anyway, now she's a self-proclaimed prophet, had claimed that God wanted the boy starved to get rid of demons inhabiting his body. That lets you know right there, it's a lot of gods. And just because you say some God is just a term. A God could be anything. You feel me? But it sounds like to me the God that she was talking to was Beelzebub himself, was Lucifer himself, Satan, the old wicked one, the old trifling snake, if you will, the one that was in the garden. That's who she was talking to, because ain't no way in hell the Lord I know is going to tell me to go starve somebody, get some demons out of them. No, I would have to very much question that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Now, 3 weeks, 3 years later, Meza is set to spend the rest of her life in prison for Benjamin Arapaco's starvation death. A Dallas County jury found the 52-year-old guilty on Friday of felony injury to a child causing seriously bodily injury, the Dallas Morning News reported. She was sentenced to 99 years in prison in order to pay $10,000 in fine. I don't know how the hell she's going to pay the fine. I guess she'll pay it as those 1 cent a day accumulate. However they pay an hour, 3 cents, 5 cents an hour. So it probably take her about 99 years to pay that off, making that much. Anyway, now, Meza and her husband, Daniel Meza, ran a church called Iglesias International Jesus S. El Rey out of a brick home in Balch Springs, a suburb southeast of Dallas. With a church named Iglesias International Jesus S. El Rey, I would stay the hell away from right there. That's just too much right there for me. That's too confusing right there. Whatever happened to Mount Calvary? Whatever happened to Church of God in Christ? Whatever happened to St. John? Some of all them names, that's too much for me. Now, public records show that Daniel Meza was the church's president and director, while his wife was the vice president. Several adults and children were living with the couple around the time the boy died in spring of 2015. So, if several couples was living with the boy and those people around the time, it sounded to me like an occult was going on. Let's call it for what it is. I don't know why the news won't just flat out say it. If you have all these different families living with you and you so connected to God, and you in Dallas, do that not sound like an occult? Because guess what? They weren't in no poor neighborhood. They went on the south side. And shout out to all my people over there on the south side, over there by the Big T Bazaar. You know what's up. Anyway, you wasn't in no poor neighborhood. And I mean, this is where you see this type of stuff going on in these middle class to affluent neighborhoods where you have these devil worshippers. Because guess what? For some reason, they have money. I don't know. Now, Araceli Meza claimed to have the ability to speak with God and to perform healing miracles. She told investigators that God had told her the boy needed to fast. To fast at 2 years old, to fast. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know nothing about right or wrong or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You fast to cleanse your body, right? To cleanse your soul, right? To rejuvenate yourself, right? Okay. Now, he was given only water he was only given water 4 or 5 times a day for 25 days. The Dallas Morning News reported, while followers were told not to help the child, but even after the fast, Meza still deprived the boy of food when he did not say amen, authorities say. She expected this 2-year-old boy, this evil witch, this evil bitch, expect this boy to say amen at 2 years old. He lucky he spit that food back in her face. And that would have been me at 2 years old, bad as I was. She would have had to go. She would have went ahead and killed me because I would have been peeing all in her face. Every damn thing. You did not finna sit up here and torture me, make me fast and starve me, then kill me. We can go and do this right now. That's just like me being in slavery and stuff. I would have been out there 5 minutes. I would have told Master, come here, Master, come here. He would have like, what you want, boy? I like, pick a tree. I can't do this. I'll come back in next lifetime. I'm gonna go talk to my maker real quick and see can we work something out. Anyway, the boy was reduced to skin and bones, unable to lift his head during his last days. He died March the 22nd, 2015. That day, Meza conducted a rising ceremony. Ain't this rage? Ain't this crazy? Don't this sound like the occult definition, textbook definition of occult and Satan worship, to bring him to life. She told police that later she believed God would wake him up, the Dallas Morning News reported. Now, she said that she talks to God, and now she's saying she believed God would wake him up. But what happened? Where's your God? He's supposed to be all powerful. And I'm not saying this to talk against God or blasphemous. No, I'm saying this to make an illustration, a point, is to show that she wasn't on one accord as she thought she was with the Most High. And there is a Most High. But you can believe what you want to believe. I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm just making a simple point, because if God led you this far, shouldn't he lead you the rest of the way? You feel what I'm saying? I mean, come on, let's be for real. But the boy never woke up. And Meza and the child's parents, who were also her followers, took the body to Mexico the next day to be buried. To be buried. You must know how the laws work in the United States. This is not Mexico. You feel what I'm saying? You know now. Charges are pending against the boy's parents, Zenon and Liliana Arapaco, and online court documents show Meza's husband does not appear to have been charged, because Meza's husband done told everything. It's just like you got a can opener and you trying to open up some beans. He spilled the beans. He spilled the damn beans all over the damn floor. He like, I am not going down with her. I told her ass that she wasn't on one accord with God. I told her to stop starving that boy. Stop giving him that water and stuff, especially that cheap ass water and stuff. Give him some Evian, some Dasani or something. You wouldn't got the cheapest bottle she could find. And I told her to feed him, because I'm not going down with you. So that's probably why the husband ain't been charged, because it seems to me he should have been charged with what? Accessory. It's called an accessory. Being there, witnessing it, and not doing nothing about it. That's accessory. Meza's attorney, Charles Humphreys, said his client was imprisoned by her faith. Let me repeat that. Meza's attorney, Charles Humphreys, said his client was imprisoned by her faith. According to Dallas Morning News, imprisoned by her own faith. No, boo-boo. No, boo-boo. You was imprisoned by your own stupidity. Your faith was blind. You feel what I'm saying? So you didn't have no faith, because you wasn't talking to nobody but to the enemy the whole damn time. That's why you got to be careful who you talk to. You might hear that voice tell you to go left, but that you wait a second, somebody say go right. So who's telling you right? Anyway, that goes over some people's head right there. But Assistant District Attorney Patrick Captillo told jurors last week that Benjamin's death was a result of Meza's desire for control, not her faith or religion. Of course, faith or religion didn't kill the boy. Woman, you killed the damn boy. You starved the boy. You stabbed the boy. You did all this to the damn boy. So how can your faith or religion do that? Did an archangel from heaven, did a sheriff come? Now, I ain't talking about a sheriff. Archangel come from heaven and come down, land in your yard and take the boy's life? No. Did spirits, ghosts in the house starve the boy to death? No. You did it. It wasn't your faith or religion. You did it. Take responsibility for your actions. The case, albeit bizarre, is not unheard of. Cult-like religious leaders have previously been linked to criminal acts. Last year, investigators in Florida said a woman who ran a religious boarding school there had killed a child in her care. Anna Elizabeth Young, who was known as Mother Anna, for those of my people in the Florida area down there, big shout out to you all, was charged with first-degree murder in December. The charges stemmed from the 1980s death of a toddler who authorities said was tortured and starved. The Gainesville Sun reported. In the same situation that happened in Florida, happened in Dallas. Starved a child, tortured, all that. Authorities also said Young may have had other victims. She had been convicted in Florida for bathing a 12-year-old girl in a steel tub full of chemicals that severely burned the child. How can you sit up here and bathe a girl, any child, girl or boy, in a tub full of chemicals? And y'all want people to believe that this is not devil-like. Y'all want people to believe that this is not cult-like behavior. You're in there worshiping Satan. I mean, come on now. People have eyes, can see what's really going on. Anyway, Young fled and was captured 8 years later after police found her living in the attic of a relative's house in Illinois. Where's your God at then? You know what I'm saying? So evidently you wasn't who you say you was, Mother Anna. And I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave a link to the website so you all can go read up on it. But let me know what you all think about this situation right here, about this child. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we have people professing to be people of God, wordsmen and words women of God, coming down here and leading the flock astray, leading the sheep astray. When you can judge people by their action, this goes to show you why people are so blind. You see what I'm saying? Just like in today's day and age, where things can go on and people act like they don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you do not see the world going the way it's going. That's why they say in these days you will see these type of things, and it will happen more and more frequently, which it is. And I'm just gonna be here to report it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about it. Some might like it, some may not, but my intentions are good. My heart is right. But at the same time, we have to talk about what's really going on and how it's affecting our children and how it's affecting us. Because I'm telling you, if we don't, and we just worried about entertainment all the time, guess what? Before you know it, you'll be a victim of the mess because you will know what to watch out for. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. And if you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment because this is a sad situation. Anyway, y'all have a nice day. Love those children, kiss those children. And also, if you're going to join anybody and you're going to listen to anybody, judge them by the fruit of their works. Judge each person, including me or everybody that you listen to, by the fruits of their work, their labor. What do you do? Do you help people? You know what I'm saying? Because we can say a lot of things, but your actions will always tell you who a person really is. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.